Good morning. So here I am on the ferry to Oslo, just about to arrive. I had a good night's sleep on the ferry from Copenhagen, and I can't believe it. I'm actually doing it. So I'm just about to do the Styrkeprøven in 2 days. No, actually tomorrow. It's Thursday, and I will start at Friday 10:20 with the girls only group. I have cycled 3,600 kilometers approximately this year. I just started cycling in January. I was a bit sick in March, and I also moved to a new country, this one, Denmark. So I only have 4.5 months of training. As you might hear, my nose is a little bit blocked. I hope it's just because I slept inside with no window open, and the fresh Norwegian air will heal me as soon as possible. So anyways, I hope I will manage to make a few clips on this trip to show you what it is like to cycle 540 kilometers, more than 3,000 meters and climb. Crazy challenge, but I will give it a try, and if it's not working out this year, I do it next year again. Okay, wish me luck. Bye bye. I'm on my way back to Copenhagen, and has been a few really exciting days. So let me tell you what all happened. I started in 2220 in Trondheim. Okay, that's it. Here's the start in the middle of Trondheim. But you can see it now better here. And in an hour or something I will go through this. Now getting the bike ready. The start number is just missing. Getting rid of Joe, my true travel companion, and Hector and I will go on this race. And thanks again to Jens for the super cool new bike computer. I was a bit tired, to be honest, because I got up at 6 a.m. and I tried to sleep on the bus, tried to sleep on the train, but the people were all so exciting and talking. It was really funny because there were only guys. Like 95% of the participants were guys. That's, at least it feels like that, because I didn't see many girls doing it. And they talked a lot, like girls usually do. But anyway, so I arrived in Trondheim and everything worked out fine. I had my bike when I came there, and I cycled up the mountain to stay at a couchsurfing place, and he was really kind. He got me some pasta and some bananas so I can have a proper meal before I go on this crazy trip. I got up at 6 in the hotel in Oslo, and then I took the bus to the train to come to Trondheim. Hector was in a different trailer, and that was the first time we were really separated. But he was here before me. They said that he will be here at 5, and then I was like, oh my god, how should I come to my friend's place? But when I came to get my start number, which I also applied to my helmet, of course, already, he was there already, and I cycled up 5 kilometers uphill, and I was like, oh, why I'm doing this? But I had some more rest at the couch, and now I'm having this. Yeah, so I was at the start, and I just put my bag there, and the guy came to me and said, Julia, and I was like, hi. And it turned out that it was a guy from Strava, and he recognized me, and I was like, wow, that's so random, but really cool. I was on my way, and it got a little dark. It started raining. It was really cold, a little bit windy, not too bad at this point. And there was a long, steady climb. It's past midnight. I don't know. I'm cycling next to this beautiful river. It's 1 a.m. Still feeling good, about 60 kilometers. Let's go! And just on top of it, I had my first flat tire. The back wheel was broken, and I was like, no, shit. It can't be, seriously? Well, luckily, of course, I carried a tube and some tools to fix it. But as my hands were so cold and it was raining and it was dark and I was on a main street, so the race started on an autobahn actually, and it was the E6. We were going down from Trondheim to Oslo, and a lot of traffic, even though at night. So 3 guys looked at me and was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Help!" And there was 1 Danish guy, 2 Norwegians. If you see that, thanks a lot. So they helped me to fix it. The next stop was about 100 kilometers, so I had to go at least 30 kilometers with not enough pressure uphill. So I was fighting, going through the light rain and the cold, up. And 10 kilometers later, or 20, it was just like immediately after, I had a second flat tire in the front rear. The problem was I only had 1 spare tube. I had some patches to fix it, but it takes a lot of time, and if it's raining and dark, it's not fun to fix it. And then there was a guy, I passed him like twice, and I said like, "Hey dude, do you have a tube for me?" And he didn't really spoke much, but he had a tube for me. And so he started helping fixing it, and a car came from this really cool team. Das sind meine Retter. Ich mache keinen Film, also nicht mal.
Hallo!
Ja,
ich hoffe, wir sehen uns erst draußen wieder.
Ganz genau. Danke euch. Ciao. And those guys stopped, and I let the other rider go and said, "Thank you so much," and gave him his tube back. Those 2 guys helped me to fix this, and the girl, she was like really cute, so like, "Do you want something to drink? Do you want something to eat?" They were from Germany also, and they had a team, and I was like, I want a team too. So next year I'm going, and I would take a team, and I will start the planning. And if you really want to join it, contact me on Facebook. Down here I will post the link. At 106 kilometers was a really nice stop. It was indoor, but they didn't have any vegan food there. And of course I brought a little bit, and I had to carry it, which was heavy on my bike. But at the food points I only got bananas. And I usually like bananas, but I couldn't see them anymore. And also my dates, I usually love. I was like a bit sick and tired, and it was only 1 kilometer in the race. There was an old guy who was his 9th race, and he took his doctor with him. I thought that's really cool, and he gave me 1 of his spare tubes. And thank you so much also to you that you helped me, because I was supposed to meet my parents after 200 kilometers, and they had more spare tubes and also different food. I have 154 kilometers now. At 160 should be the highest point. The sun is coming out, and I'm still feeling okay. I psych it up. I was all the time by myself, so I tried to set up teams with single riders, but they didn't have the same speed, and the proper teams were too fast for me, and the single riders were too slow. So I decided to go by myself, and which turns out to be really tough when the wind starts in your face. But I managed to get up the plateau. So after the 160 kilometers, you're on a plateau for 30 kilometers up the mountain at I think 900 meters above sea level, and it's cold. It was just really cold. And after a few more meters, I was like, oh gosh, where is my mom? I need some real food now. I can't eat another banana. And I also was really wet from the sweat and from the rain, and I got cold with the wind. So I called her, and they weren't far away from me. So I just said, okay, I put my bike here and wait. And 5 minutes later they arrived, and my mom looked at me, oh Julia, your lips are all blue. And I was like, really? Okay, can I sleep? And they put me in the car with a blanket and gave me some dry clothes, and made me a sandwich and gave me some hot coffee. And I was like, okay. So the next point where you have actually like the food stop was in about, let me think, 30-40 kilometers. So I said goodbye to them. I said, okay, see you down in the valley. and then the wind hit me in the face. It was so strong. Even though going downhill, I only had like an average speed of 15, 18, because it was pushing so hard. Once in the valley, the sun came out, and that helped a lot. So I had another break there, talked to my mom, I was okay again, and we decided to meet every 30 kilometers to check how I feel. And I gave them also my saddlebag. I always had a proper food in the stops and put some granola bars in my pocket and only carried 1 liter of water. So we continued in this short intervals to meet, and I remember just before I arrived in Kvam, there was also like 30 kilometers to go by myself. It's about an hour and a few minutes depending on how hilly it is. So, and I really noticed that my legs were totally fine, my back wasn't hurting that bad, but the problem was I started to feel tired. It was very tough. I kind of felt that I lost focus. My body could still work and move, that was fine, but I wasn't concentrating anymore. I was really tired. And it is really dangerous because the streets are not everywhere in the best condition. So you have a lot of holes and also a little bit of, I don't know, say like lanes that go like this. And if you're in a car, you don't really feel it. But if you have 25 tires on, it's really slim. And if you go downhill especially, it's really dangerous if you have to focus on the road. And also there were trucks and buses and a lot of traffic. And I became scared that I couldn't control it anymore because I was so tired. I felt like, okay, do you know this tiredness when you're just in front of the TV and you're trying to focus and listen and you're like, huh? Yeah, that was me on the bike, and I was like, oh shit, should I call my parents to pick me up or can I do another 10 kilometers? So 10 kilometers was like hell. I was like trying to push, and when I arrived in Kvam, I was like, okay, that's it. I can't do it anymore. And it was 263 kilometers. And I had a big break on my blanket in the sun and nearly started to cry because I know I am so tired. That sucks. My legs are okay. I know I can do more and I really wanted. But my brain said, Julia, don't risk your life. This is just for fun. You came really far, 263 kilometers in the mountains. It's a big deal already. After 4.5 months of training, don't put it down what you accomplished. It was just 10 kilometers missing to go halfway to Oslo.
Die Hälfte geschafft? Super.
And I agreed with my parents, I want to do it. And we meet in 22 kilometers. And if I can't go, I stop after 10 and I call you. But 22 were fine again. And I said, okay, this is just before 300. And 300 would be a nice new record because I did 200 before my last white in training, 200 kilometers and 900 meters. So I said, okay, let's do the 300. I started to get a sore throat. I got really bad pain in my tonsils. I had the worst coughing in the mountains because of the cold air. My shoulder is usually really bad. It was okay for a long time, but after 200 kilometers started hurting. My small fingers were already numb. They still are. And afterwards I also got my eyes infected. So I look like 200. I didn't bring any makeup, but well, that's it. It's not about being pretty, it's about being sporty.
Okay, nearly halfway, but I think I'm close to the end of my capacity. It is so beautiful here. But I'm also very tired. Woohoo! Made it! Yay! 300 kilometers in this beautiful scenery. Well, I also had really cold, but now the sun is out.
Yeah, so I made it to 308 kilometers and I started crying. I was so devastated and I really wanted to go more, and I knew I can do 50 more. So hoffentlich dieses Braunbrot. Sieht das gut aus?
300, komm.
Das ist nicht mehr zählt, wenn du schiebst. Da habe ich Halsschmerzen gekriegt. My parents were so nice. They took the bike apart, poor Hector, and we fitted everything, 3 of us, into their small Peugeot, and we drove for another 2.5, 3 hours back to Oslo. And I was like, seriously, cycling this? Oh my god. Back in the hotel, I was just like, okay, sleep. I slept really long, and besides the eye infection and this weird thingy, I'm okay. My legs feel okay, and I have a big plan. I want to go back. And yeah, that's actually the story. I think that's the highlights. I met a few really, really nice people along the road, and I just want to say thank you to all of you. Also to my masseuse in Copenhagen. She's always doing a good job, and I go back soon. And Henrik, who has the other team start in the morning, helping me with all my questions and my fear and calming me down. Jens, thank you for preparing my bike, going with me on the tours. That was really cool. And also special thanks to all of my friends. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate every text message you sent me, and everything on Facebook and WhatsApp, and it was so nice that you actually followed me on this crazy thing. That means the world to me. So yeah, so let's walk 2017 Styrkeprøven. I'm going to be back. So here is Hector is back on the ferry, going home to Copenhagen. Rainy Oslo. Bye bye.